Alright, this is Reg, and welcome to the next video in series of EBmused video tutorials. And we'll just be continuing work on our song. That's it, just let's see what we want to do next. I think last what we were doing was removing the vibrato and just listening to what this sounded like on its own. But I think we'll play this song back by itself. We'll just play the whole song again to see where we are so far. Ooh, but this might take up a lot of time. We already got quite a bit here. So we're going to speed it up. So what you would want to do is go back to the very first routine, go to the first track, and make the very first, like, essential control codes should go here. Like, stuff that changes the whole song. If you want it to happen at the beginning of the song, and put settings there, you do it right here. So, right before it sets the instrument for track 0, this is the first thing the SPC 700 will do when it starts playing the song, is E7, which is the tempo, and we'll set it to 26. Let's see how that sounds. Alright, I don't know, I think that echo might not be working right, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. Let's see how it sounds without it. Alright, sounds pretty good. Now, it may not, I don't know, I guess it depends on your taste. This may not sound like a really good song, but then again, I'm just winging it. And I'm just mainly doing this to show you how the process goes, so even if it don't sound that good, I mean, I think it sounds kind of neat, but it just depends on what you like. But anyways, we're going to move on. Let's see if there's any other control codes we can talk about. Since we're at this point, let's try out portamentos. Let's try sliding this note, or this one. Where we set F2, we set when it starts, we'll have it start immediately with a speed of 20 and a range of C, so it's gonna go up a whole octave. Yeah, basically if you transpose by C, or if you transpose by F4, you'll shift the pitch of the channel up a whole octave or down a whole octave, respectively. So, we got that put in. Let's see what it sounds like. Alright, that's a mess, but you can see what it does. You see the purpose. Let's try doing F1 and see how it sounds there. Now, as you can see, it starts off at the note it was already set at. And let's see if we can try something else. Because that's all there is about the portamentos. If you use them cleverly, they're really cool. Let's see. Let's try the global transpose. Let's see how this sounds when we shift the pitch of the entire song. E9, let's do F0. No, that's way too low. FD. We'll do FD. That'll lower the pitch a little bit. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry if you were listening to that. I don't know. I just have a habit of closing the music before it finishes. Just a habit, bad habit. I need to stop. But as you can see, that's how the global transpose works. Or if you just want to just want to do one channel, you can just do EA, and I'll set it to 6. And see, like, it's out of tune with the rest of the notes since only this channel shifted. But there you go, that's transpose. Now, I guess one thing that's glaring at me, I don't see the point of this. We should probably get rid of this. It doesn't really sound that good there. Yeah, it doesn't need to be there. It was cool at first, but, gets on you. Let's see what else can we try out. Actually, the hat might be kind of loud. The drums might be kind of loud. So let's lower the volume. So we do that with ED. So I put in ED, and let's say the channel volume is FF, so we want to change it to D8. So there you go. Now the hat's going to be a little quieter. And let's see, we'll make it even quieter. Let's make it 3. Now, unless you have like hypersensitive hearing, you're not going to hear that, but you see how it works. So just set it back to FF, and actually we don't even need it there anymore. Well, I did want to lower the volume, so we'll set it to D. We'll just set to D0. Well, let's see, what else can we try out? Because, I guess one last thing I can show you, because, I think the song's pretty good. We'll talk about, repeating it. We'll talk about these things up here. Repeat. We'll set to 255. And now what that'll do is, when it gets to the end of this, like... it'll repeat with the first routine. And now the repeat position, it's at 0. But if I set it to 1, if I go through this, it will repeat at the second routine. Alright, now that we got that, of course you set to 2, it'll reset at routine 2, and not just because they're ID like that. I think I talked about this, but like if I even set this to 0, and I set this to repeat position to 1, it'll start off right here. But if I set back to 0, it'll start off right here. So just keep that in mind. And like you saw, I used the drop box to change the pattern that this routine was. So I'll change it back to 1. Of course, if I wanted to delete it all, I just click delete. So, let's just say for kicks, I'll cut the pattern right here. Split. So let's see. As you see, it's split, but it plays alright otherwise. Let's rejoin it back together with join patterns. And there you go. And I showed you how to make subroutines. I think that covers explanations. I'm going to do one more song, but I'm not really going to provide any commentary on that one. You can just watch and see how I go about it, because talking kind of takes my focus off, and I can't, like, really... Like, this song probably could have sounded a little better if I was paying more attention to it instead of just trying to explain stuff. But, anyways, that would be just about it. We're almost out of time. If you have any questions, ask in the comments, and, thanks, and have a nice day.